Hi students, 12th Standard Accountancy, Chapter-6, Illustration, Sum number 13. Naresh, Mani, Muthu are partners in a firm sharing profit and losses in the ratio of 2:2:1. On 31st March 2019, Muthu retires from the firm. On the date of Muthu's retirement, goodwill appeared in the books of the firm at 40,000 rupees. By assuming fluctuating capital method, pause the necessary journal entry if the partners decided to: A. Write off the entire amount of existing goodwill. B. Write off of the amount of existing goodwill. Okay, let's understand the question. Naresh, Mani, Muthu. These three people are partners in the partnership firm. These three partners sharing their profit and losses in the ratio of 2:2:1. Among these three partners, Muthu retired from the partnership firm dated on 31st March 2019. Okay. On the date of Muthu's retirement, the goodwill appears in the books is 40,000 rupees. Okay. So, then these three partners decided to pause the necessary journal entry. Okay. In two methods. What are they? First one, if the partners decided to write off the entire amount of the existing goodwill. And second method is write off of the amount of the existing goodwill. Okay, what is meant by write off the entire amount of the existing goodwill and write off of the amount of existing goodwill? Okay, so existing goodwill already appears in the balance sheet. Okay, at the time of retirement of among these three partners, Muthu retired from the partnership firm. At the time of retirement, the three partners are decided to transfer that 40,000 rupees goodwill into their capital account. Okay. So, how much amount? What is the amount of goodwill? 40,000 rupees. Okay. In two methods, they transfer their 40,000 rupees firm's goodwill into their capital account. Okay. For first method is the entire amount of 40,000 rupees goodwill transfer into their capital account. So, what is their journal entry? Entire amount of goodwill transfer to the capital, all partners capital account. Okay. So, the journal entry is all partners capital account is to be debited and goodwill account is to be credited. Okay. In which ratio? Gaining ratio. The gaining ratio is not mentioned in the question. So, we have to assume that old profit sharing ratio as the gaining ratio. So, with that gaining ratio, they transfer the entire amount of goodwill into their all partners capital account. So, the journal entry is if the write off the entire amount of existing goodwill, that journal entry is all partners capital account debtor to goodwill account. Okay. So, let's pass the journal entry in first method. 2019 March 31, all partners capital account debtor to goodwill account. Who are the all partners? Naresh capital account, Manish capital account and Muthu's capital account debtor to goodwill account. Okay, how much rupees? 40,000 rupees transfer to all partners capital account with gaining ratio, which means old profit sharing ratio. Okay, so old profit sharing ratio means, listen, Naresh, Mani and Muthu are three partners in the partnership firm. Naresh profit sharing ratio is 2, Mani's profit sharing ratio is 2, Muthu's profit sharing ratio is 2. So, which means 2 plus 2 plus 1 means 5. So, 2 by 5 goes to Naresh and 2 by 5 for Mani and 1 by 5 for Muthu. Okay. The firm's goodwill is 40,000 rupees. First step is, first method, write off the entire amount of the entire in goodwill. We are going to pause the journal entry for the first method. Okay. So, which means all partners capital account debtor to goodwill account with their gaining ratio, old profit sharing ratio. Okay. Dated on 2019 March 31. The first partner's name is Naresh. So, goodwill transfer to Naresh capital account. So, goodwill value is 40,000 rupees, which is transferred to his gaining ratio, which means old profit sharing ratio. So old profit sharing ratio is 2/5. So 40,000 rupees goodwill into 2/5. 1 5 is 5, 8 5s are 40, 3 0 is to be added here. Okay. So 8 into 2s are 16. 16,000 rupees goes to transfer to Naresh capital account. Then Manish capital account debtor. 40,000 rupees goodwill transfer to Manish capital account debtor with his gaining ratio, which means old profit sharing ratio. It is 2/5. After cancel it, you will get 16,000 rupees. 16,000 rupees transfer to Manish capital account. Then Muthu's capital account, 40,000 rupees goodwill transfer to Muthu's capital account, which is 40,000 into Muthu's gaining ratio, which means old profit sharing ratio is 1/5. Okay. So 40,000 rupees into 1/5. 1 5 is 5, 8 5s are 40, 3 0 is to be added here. 8,000 into 1s are 8,000 rupees. So that 40,000 rupees transfer to 8,000 rupees transfer to Muthu's capital account. Okay. Then to goodwill account is to be credited 40,000 rupees. The second method is write off of the amount of existing goodwill. What is the off of the amount of existing goodwill transferred to all partners capital account? So 40,000 rupees is the firm's goodwill. We have to take half of the goodwill from the 40,000 rupees. Okay, half of the goodwill means 1/2. Okay, 40,000 rupees into 1/2. 1 2 is 2. 2 2s are 4. Okay, that 4 0 is to be added here. So 20,000 rupees is the half of the goodwill is to be transferred to all partners capital account. Okay, so what is the journal entry of the second method? We have write off of the amount of the existing goodwill, which is transferred to all partners capital account to goodwill account. So all partners capital account debtor to goodwill account. So the first partner's name is Naresh. So that 20,000 rupees transfer to Naresh capital account with his gaining ratio, which is 2/5. Okay. So Naresh capital account debtor 8,000 rupees. How can you get 8,000 rupees? 20,000 rupees into 2/5, right? 1 5 is 5, 4 5s are 20, 3 0 is to be added here. 4,000. 4,000 into 2s are 4 2s are 8, 3 0 is to be added here. So 8,000 rupees transfer to Naresh capital account. So Naresh capital account debtor 8,000 rupees. And Mani's capital account debtor same 8,000 rupees. Why? Because money also have the same gaining ratio 2/5. So 20,000 rupees into 2/5. After cancel it, you will get 8,000 rupees. And Muthu's capital account debtor 4,000 rupees. How can 4,000 rupees transfer to Muthu's capital account? 20,000 into 1/5. Listen. 20,000 rupees into 1/5. 1 5 is 5, 4 5s are 20, 3 0 is to be added here. So 4,000 into 1s are 4,000 rupees. Okay. So 4,000 rupees goodwill transfer to Muthu's capital account. So what is the journal entry? Write off of the amount of existing goodwill, that is all partners capital account debtor to goodwill account 20,000 rupees. Okay. Do you have any doubt? Please comment it into the comment box. Thank you. Take care.